going on here. Now the folks at home can hear us, so how about that? I never take that out, but it somehow the gremlins get it. But anyway, welcome, Coach.
Thank you, Doug.
Look, it is the bye week's in the books. It's time. It's weird not to have a game to talk about, the one behind us, but we got a pretty big one coming up Friday night. But let's first talk about this bye week. What's been going on?
Yeah, man, we talked last Monday. I'd taken the kids to the movies, and then Tuesday at school was our open house, which is a big event, try to get, prospective future Rebels to come check out the campus. So we got out of school early and just had about a good hour 10, kind of skill, fundamental work, and then kind of got back to it on Wednesday with a normal, typically a Tuesday practice, a couple hour practice, and then Thursday we kept it our normal Thursday script, and Friday we did some conditioning during PE, and came back on Saturday to kind of get back into that game week routine. So now we're here back on a Monday, ready to play.
And at that point, you knew who your opponent's going to be too. You've got Bonneville coming up out of that New Orleans area. Always, any team that comes up out of that New Orleans area is going to be a handful on there. So it gives you a chance to get in. Did y'all? Was there a way to watch that game? Did y'all watch that?
No, I mean there was Louisiana versus All Y'all. My buddy Jarrett Roser was covering the game, so I kind of kept in touch with that. They had a radio station available, but we kind of let the game settle and kind of worried about ourselves, and then got back to Friday. We knew it was Bonneville, and
that's kind of been, I think, the MO most of the year is you guys are preparing for y'all. Yeah. It's not necessarily, yes, you've got the opponent in mind, and we don't ever want to slight an opponent that's over there. But you guys realize, I think, that the only thing that you can control is what you do.
Right. It's nothing against the opponent. Obviously, it's very critical, and we're studying our opponent, their best players, their schemes, how they want to attack us, how they're going to defend us. But, if we can't execute our stuff, it doesn't really matter. The opponent's irrelevant, So I think you really got to focus on doing what you do and doing it better than you did, the previous time. And if you focus solely on the opposition, then you're kind of missing the boat.
We talked a little bit about last Monday about you thought that that Northside game had gotten a little sloppy on there, and you were potential letdown from the 2 big weeks you had with East Ascension and St. Thomas More. Where you guys? What's their flow now? How's that looking?
It's a little different now getting back into a game week. I told the kids that on Saturday is it's going to be a while since we played a good football game. Like we just said, I wasn't necessarily pleased with our performance at Northside, and then we had a week off. So, our MO of our program is to be at our first, we played pretty well against STM, but that's the challenge, and I think now kind of get some of that, bye week blues out of you and focus in, and if we're not ready to go against Bonneville, we'll be in trouble. So I think the kids understand that, the coaches, we all understand that, and it's it's time to see how bad we really want it.
Look, that's the one thing when you look over the bracket, and I know you guys don't look anywhere past this, but you look through all of the teams that are in it right now, and from here on out, every game is going to be a tough game. That's the draw of Select Division I is there's dudes everywhere you look on the bracket. You're trying to find somebody that's not that, and there's not one.
No, this is big-time 5A Louisiana football.
That's right.
Like I tell the kids, too, we're blessed to still be playing. And no matter what, we had a great season, absolutely, but there's plenty of schools that are sitting at home now. There's plenty of schools that are going to basketball. So, the challenges of this bracket are real. Anytime you're still playing here, you get in the second round. It's the 16 best that are left. And it's big time. It's powerhouse 5A football. You go through what's remaining, and, it's a lot of blue bloods, and it's high-profile teams, high-profile players and coaches. So, that's what you want, and ain't no use in crying over spilled milk. We're in it, and that's where we want to be. But it's going to be a challenge.
And your body of work has got you to where you're home throughout. The only time you leave to go play somewhere else is middle of December.
Right.
And so, therefore, you've worked and earned it. Now you've got this Turley's crowd that will be there every week that you guys are playing, and it's just got to make you feel good that, hey, you know what? We did accomplish something out of this, too, and we're right where we want to be.
Right. A big thing for us in the summer, and, we go back to that Rambo day, was protecting the house. Obviously we had an undefeated season, but I really wanted to make it a point that we don't lose at home. Last year whenever we were sent home, it was a home game, and, that's something that we've taken a lot of pride in this year is winning at Rebel Stadium, and, the fact that we've secured and earned home field advantage throughout is a big badge of honor, but we still got to show up and play, but they have the level of comfortability, not have to take a multiple-hour bus trip, can kind of go through the school day and stay on our normal routine, it's certainly an advantage.
Look, indeed it is. What's the air been like on the campus? I know it's been there was a lot of excitement that built every week, the pep rallies, all of these good things. What's it been like there on campus?
Well, I think right now there's so many things going on. Volleyball just finished up their season. Soccer's
they were down in the tournament down
Correct.
there, so they would have finished in the semis,
correct.
right?
Yeah. So I just think there's a lot of excitement going on. Basketball starting up. There's a lot of different things happening in a positive way for Turlings. And I'm excited, that we've done what we've done, but obviously we need a little bit more excitement throughout the whole community to keep this thing rolling.
Look, you guys got wrestling that's kicking off, bass fishing's going. There's a lot and it was great to have the members of that bass fishing team on here too last week, but I know wrestling starts on. There's just a lot, and I look at the numbers on there. It seems like everybody at that school is participating in something.
Yeah, and I think that's a critical piece to why our school is what it is.
Right.
There's a lot of options for kids to get involved and to have new avenues, to have success in other, extracurriculars. And I think that's a great thing, for young men and women to have available. And I hope that, all of our students, and most of them do, take advantage of that opportunity.
Look, indeed they do. Coach, going to take our first break of the night. Did you notice the blue shirt? Did you see that?
I know the first thing I walked in, man, I never seen you in Navy, man. I'm kind of fired up.
Look, this is it. That's right. Once a rebel, always a rebel, baby.
Go.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. It's playoff time here. Look, we want to thank. I told you last week that we had a little man that always helps us out up here too, and they told us that. They said, look, he can't, the insurance says he can't help us and can't take stuff out anymore if he doesn't have something that proves that he's a member of 446 Sports. And that kind of hurt me a little bit. So what we did for my buddy Fisher, come on up here. Come here, buddy. Don't shake your head, no. That ruins this whole bit that I set up, man.
Come on, buddy.
So look, they won't let you help us if you don't have a 446 Sports shirt. So I had to get you a little 446 Sports shirt. Look, it's got Rebels on the back of it. And I didn't know which color you wanted, so I had to get. You noticing that it matches what? Yeah. I'm just, So I got you 2 shirts. So now when you help us, you got to wear one of these 446 Sports shirts, and you can help us out. How's that?
You like the blue one?
You can put the blue
They're
one
both
on.
For you, bud.
You go in there, but you get both of them. You get both of them. See, you like the surprise. So Fisher helps us out every time. He helps carry the Wi-Fi out and the extension cord out. Tremendous young man. So great job with him. I thank him for his help. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get in to talk to some of your players. We'll talk to your coaches. We'll do all of that. It is a Week 12 Round 2 playoff edition of the Michael Courville Show. Come on out to Pizza Village here on Moss Street. And big thanks out to those guys on there for letting us do it here each and every Monday all the way through mid-December. We'll be back right after this. You're watching the Michael Courville Show on – do what? You're welcome. On 446 Sports.
You can start a rewarding career as an emergency medical technician sooner than you think. The National EMS Academy, a division of Acadian Ambulance, can train you in just 12 weeks at their campuses in Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Covington, Lafayette, Lake Charles, New Orleans, and Thibodaux. Students who complete the class and pass the National Registry exam are eligible to work for Acadian Ambulance. Classes start soon. Learn more at becomeamedic.com.
For over 40 years, Tim's Southern Air of Acadiana has kept homes cool, safe, and running strong, day or night. From expert air conditioning services to dependable whole home generators, our certified team is always ready when you need us most. We're not just technicians, we're neighbors who care. Southern Air of Acadiana, let us bear it. Call 337-339-9661 or visit timsac.com.
From chiropractic adjustments for back pain relief to prenatal care during pregnancy, our team is dedicated to providing personalized treatment plans. We also specialize in sports injury rehabilitation and can assist with post-accident recovery. Whether it's routine checkups or specialized care, Guillory Chiropractic has the expertise and compassion you need to achieve optimal health. Contact us today to schedule an appointment. at our Lafayette or Church Point locations.
Here's your Beal and Hebert starting lineup.
Lance Beal, Turling's Catholic.
Kenny Hebert, Catholic High.
Stephen Williams, STM.
Don Connett, USL.
Alan Haney, Catholic High.
Gabrielle Romero, Sacred Heart.
Beal and Hebert, Acadiana's hometown lawyers.
And we are back to Turling's Catholic. Coach Michael, I don't know where I'm at anymore. Coach Michael Courville Show here. It is a Turling's tradition there. Look, all of that last segment got me a little bit too. Back with the coaches here that run the offense and the defense on there. Of course, Coach Bart Vitt with the defense, Mike Richard of the offense. And guys, we talked about a little bit off the air, but it's got to be good to get back out there with a purpose and an opponent and get this going.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you can get back into the routine is a good thing. You know, like I was telling you, the bye week was nice, but getting back and preparing for an actual opponent is always a good thing.
What did you use mainly, Coach, in that bye week? There's some new things you're working on, so just going through the fundamentals of it?
A lot of it we kind of preach technique and individual work during the off season, just getting better at our craft, you know, put the opponent's side away from it, just focus on us.
When you're able to sit back and know that you had the bye week, you had the home game, and your potential to be home through the dome is there, that puts a lot of emphasis on that body of work. And so tell me a little bit about how special that is, being home and throughout.
Well, the big thing about the playoffs, like I told the offense today, is, you know, like the only thing difference between us and them is the seed, and we get to play home. We still get the same reward, and we still get the same penalty if we lose, you know. It's win or go home from here, so having the home crowd with us, you know, is our advantage.
It absolutely is. What do you take out of this 10-0 season, this district championship, the big wins that you have, to sit there and say, you know what, we're going to take this, bottle it up, and build on that from here?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can go back and look at what we've done, the body of work we've done throughout the season, it's a good thing to have the kids and to explain to them, like, you know, Coach Mike, he tells them all the time, you know, we've been doing this since the summer. We knew that we could achieve this. So now that we've done it, you know, that doubt of any doubt of anything going into it, saying that, you know, any questioning of the ways we're doing things and what we're doing is kind of out of their minds. And now, you know, 100% trust in everything we're doing. So it's a good thing to have, you know, to be able to harp back on that and show them that, you know, this is why we are in the position we're in.
Look, he had concerns and stress, and this is typical head coach mindset. I don't care if they're up 50-0. We still got things to clean up. That's always the answer that we get on there. But out of that big East Ascension and St. Thomas More, felt there might have been a little bit of letdown against Northside, even though you did like you did. Y'all been able to get that pumped back up to a level that you think you want to be at?
Yeah, the attitude at practice today was really good. You know, the effort was there, you know, and that's the two things we preach all the time is attitude and effort. You know, that's the things that, you know, you can't coach. That's self-motivation. So to see the kids come out today flying around and, you know, locked in, it was good to see that, you know, to get that feeling back, you know, because as much as we harped on it, you know, they knew, you know, what position we were in. So it's still kind of hard to motivate in those situations. And then now that we got an actual opponent in front of us, you know, they're ready to go. They're chomping at the bit.
Look, and the finality of that scoreboard in these weeks, that's something. Coach, offensive line had gotten a little banged up throughout the season too. These last couple of weeks, how's that going? How's the health of everybody?
Well, the bye week really helped. We had some lingering injuries. A lot of those guys coming back. Also, you know, all the work we did in the summer, be able to rotate players here and there. Those guys are having to step up, and they're doing a pretty good job at a high level.
Somebody that's worked at a high level, of course, quarterback Alex Munoz, those receivers, the running backs have all fed off of the work that offensive line has done. But tell me just a little bit about some things offensively this year that stood out to you.
Well, I thought coming in, I thought the offense was going to be a lot more basic than it is. You know, coming in, I knew we can lean on people and win games. But the fact that we're doing it in the air here and there, we're running the ball effectively. I think the season, you know, yardage was perfectly in half. It was like 212 in the air and 214 on the ground.
That's huge.
And that's all you can ask.
Yeah. So the other side of it too, you had some guys out there. Snyder, of course. AJ is out there. Jackson Broussard, a big year. Carter Maha seemed like he just wanted to hit everybody this year. That defense has responded well and played at such a good level this year.
Yeah, it's been great. The thing that I'm most excited about overall this year is just our overall understanding of the defense. There's such a connection there between the coaches and the kids. We're able to make adjustments throughout the game that go seamlessly, because offenses are going to always attack us different ways, and just to be able to have, in our toolbox things that we could pull out, and it's like even though we didn't get a chance to maybe work on it all week, the kids understand the defensive scheme enough to be able to make those adjustments on the fly and go out and execute at a high level.
100%. Look, we've talked about this earlier in the season when you guys were both on the show together. What goes into the room when you two are in there and game planning with each other, helping the defense get to work and the offense, the bond with you two?
Well, I think like a big thing that we do, and Coach Bart does a really good job of this, when we're on scout, we use our terminology, just playing the other offense's offense. Same thing on defense. Like, we've got the scout defense out there. We're not telling them, hey, line up here. We're just giving them the words that we call it on defense.
Right.
And it carries over well.
Look, that's just great. And having that relationship and that type of an offense working across from you, that's got to give you fits every time out there, too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we faced our offense all summer, and I knew going into the season, after seeing what they were able to do throughout the summer, I was like, they're going to give people fits, and it was great for us to prepare for. It set us up. It gave us the confidence that we needed going into the season, knowing if we can hang with our offense, we can be able to stop pretty much anybody that they put in front of us.
Look, there's no doubt about it, and I asked this question knowing I'm not going to get an answer out of it at all, but I saw the graphic. You guys put up 452 points this season, which is a record number of points on there. How many do they put up if you guys are going against them every week? See, I'm not getting an answer to that. I'll let you off the hook now and won't. But no, that was just tremendous work. But it is.
That's kind of like at the end of Rocky 4, or Rocky 3. I'm sorry, before when they go into the ring by themselves and nobody's
just
around.
Ding, ding.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ding, ding. Yeah.
Well, in the spring, Coach Bart was at baseball. So the defense was a lot more basic. We were getting after him the last couple of days. I think Coach Bart came back, and I thought I was playing the 2006 Saints.
See, so that's the kind of answers that we want to get out of this, and that's the beauty of it too. I don't know that you guys have went up against a defense as solid as what you see during the week, and vice versa on these offenses. That's no slight against anybody that you've played or will play. Just it's a testament to the senior leadership, the young guys that are making a difference, and all that's a part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I keep harping on it, but as much as we went against each other throughout the spring, throughout the summer, I think it benefited both sides of the football so much, just to be able to see what each other's doing, and feed off of each other all summer long.
Look, it's been a tremendous regular season and a time up until now. I know the bye week did good. What's the game plan coming out Friday night? Continued mix of what we've seen?
Yeah, a mix of what we do, and then being ourselves, setting an identity early on in the game, and then just understand that everything's survival,
Well, guys, I appreciate you stopping in with us, too. I'll let you get back to your food. As always, we appreciate sitting down with both of you. I think it gives us such a great perspective hearing from the offensive side and the defensive side of it.
Appreciate
Coach Bart,
y'all.
Coach Mike, thank you guys very much. We appreciate you, and let's and go Rebels.
Yes, sir. Go Rebels.
We'll be back right after this. You're watching the Michael Courville Show here at Pizza Village on 446 Sports.
446Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community's spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage. Join the 446 Sports family today. Watch, cheer, celebrate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. .446Sports, where Central Louisiana.
Here's your Beal and Hebert starting lineup.
Lance Beal, Turley's Catholic.
Kenny Hebert, Catholic High.
Stephen Williams, STM.
Don Connett, USL.
Alan Haney, Catholic High.
Gabrielle Romero, Sacred Heart.
Beal and Hebert, Acadiana's hometown lawyers.
At Guillory Chiropractic, we offer a variety of services to help you feel your best. From chiropractic adjustments for back pain relief to prenatal care during pregnancy, our team is dedicated to providing personalized treatment plans. We also specialize in sports injury rehabilitation and can assist with post-accident recovery. Whether it's routine checkups or specialized care, Guillory Chiropractic has the expertise and compassion you need to achieve optimal health. Contact us today to schedule.
For over 40 years, Tim's Southern Air of Acadiana has kept homes cool, safe, and running strong, day or night. From expert air conditioning services to dependable whole home generators, our certified team is always ready when you need us most. We're not just technicians, we're neighbors who care. Southern Air of Acadiana, let us bear it. Call 337-339-9661 or visit.
And we are back to Pizza Village here on Mall Street on a Monday night. It is a Turling's tradition, and another one of those traditions, Coach, is to get some of the team up here to visit with, and we've got that again for us. So tell us a little bit who we have here.
Yeah, we got number 44, our nose tackle, Jude Smith. It's his 17th birthday today, so I figured I'd throw him a bone and let him get on the show. But no, Jude's had a great year for us in the middle. You know, I think coming into the season, you know, as I got hired and talked to the coaches, maybe some of the question marks, so to speak. I think D-line would have been one of the ones kind of towards the front, and behind Jude's efforts as well as Lucas Guidry and Jack Snyder and Frugier when he come hand on the ground. We've been pretty good there, and I think Jude's a big part of that, and I wanted to get him some shine.
Look, he and I during the commercial made a deal. He was nervous about coming on here and talking, right. And I said, "What would you rather talk on the show or have Coach Mikey sing happy birthday to you?" And what was your answer?
You can sing happy birthday.
No, we're good. He's got a cake. This is a good enough gift for him.
But it was a gift for me, though, is what that would have been. And that was
better luck, trouble. Yeah.
Better luck next year.
Yeah, we'll
all right, looks like I'm stuck with you.
Oh, yeah.
And I say that in the best way, too. Tell me about, look, you guys along that defensive line have just been so solid on there, too. What's it been like, the growth that you guys have had this season?
I think just this year, how close we are as a unit.
Right.
Like me, Jack, Lucas, Frugier, even the people behind us, Aiden Weibel and Seth, everybody knows what they're doing and can handle themselves when they get on the field, and I think that's a big thing.
All right, it's that age-old question now with the front seven and the back half of it. Are they successful because of the work you guys are doing? Are you guys successful because of the work they're doing, or how is that?
I think without our outside guys setting an edge and sending people up the middle, we're not making the tackles that we need to, and whenever we stop them up the middle, it forces them to throw the ball more, which gives our outside guys better looks.
Coach, I don't think there could have been a better answer for it than that, and that's one of the things. I give them questions every now and then to test that football IQ, and not one of them all season long, all the way back from, the scrimmage week when we got together at the other spot. I've not been let down with anybody's football IQ. Tell me a little bit about that.
No, I think, as a staff, in particular, Coach Bard and Coach Mike, guys we just had on, do a very good job of teaching the guys, what it is we want to do and why it's important that we do it that way. I think the guys understand the schematics of it, and they understand that the techniques that we teach them are to help them be successful in their jobs, And I just think that we've had a good job throughout all season in our meetings of just kind of explaining it is what it is we want to do and how we want to accomplish it. And it's a testament to Jude and all the kids for their dedication and their commitment to learning the game and really using that to our benefit.
Jude, as a junior playing among a number of very solid seniors. What has that done to help elevate your game a little bit?
Well, especially with me not playing last year, I missed the whole season with an injury.
Right.
It gives me more of a comfort knowing that even if I mess up or don't know everything perfectly, someone behind me can tell me what I'm doing wrong or what I need to do better, and just help me out on the field, especially when tensions get high.
What are a couple of the things that you think from week 1 that you've gotten better, which was a Thursday night? Right. See, took me 10 weeks, 11 weeks to learn that. But what are some of the things you've learned since that week to where we're at today?
I think just me being able to read the defense, crossing face was a big thing I needed to work on. I wasn't crossing face, getting bogged down, and a lot of work with my double teams. Like, I'm doing better these past few weeks taking on double teams than I have the whole rest of the year.
Look, there's no stranger to the fact of the big East Ascension win, the big Notre Dame win, the big St. Thomas More win. What have you guys done in this bye week to say, you know what, we're flushing that, that's over with? That got us to where we're at. But from week 12 on, this is what we've got to do. What do you guys do internally to say, here we go?
I think just don't change anything we've done. Keep doing what's been working for us. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Look, that's as nervous as you were about it, man. You've got the answer to all of it. You're doing a great job with it. We talked to Coach Bart a little bit early, Coach Mike as well, and they talked about the importance of being able to go to battle against that offense that you face every day on that. How has that helped you out this year?
Oh, I mean, I think it's a big thing. Like we've got a big front 5 on our O-line. I think from spring football all the way through summer, going against Colston and Drake and Barron and all them every single day prepared me for any game I'm going to play, because you're not going to find boys that big that often.
Look, that's a great segue into our next question. A question I want, what one of your favorite moments of this year, and not when Colston lift up Coach Mikey a couple of weeks. Don't think that's not making the highlight reel at the end of the season. I'm just throwing.
It's valid. I'll take that.
Okay, I'll take that. And then where you sang happy birthday to him later when you didn't want to is really going to be cool. I don't know if that's happening. Favorite moment, a couple of them this season?
I think mainly our Thursday practices whenever we do extra point block celebrations, and we come up with all different celebrations and get rated on them. I think that's probably the highlight of my
So what we do here, Doug, and you missed it.
Let
me explain. So
okay, yeah, I was going to dig into that.
There's a segment, okay, so we'll do go through our script, okay, and it'll be field goal block. So defense will block a kick, and they have a chance when they score to have a group celebration. So they can, and there's no penalties. You know, I'm the referee, and I judge the score. And then offense, we'll go through some of our, we call them fastballs, like our no-huddle plays and our trick plays. And then whenever they score, they have a shot to do a group celebration.
I'm having trouble picturing this in my mind. I'm just wondering if maybe there's a lot of room. Do you think you could get a couple of your guys and let's see what you're working on?
Offense can't, because EDB's not here. He's normally the universal prop, if you will.
Okay.
Defensively, we're missing quite a few guys, man. I know we had a lot of homework, so I'm just looking. We don't have the army that we typically have, so I prefer if we didn't, Doug.
Quality over quantity, right?
Well, we need the quantity to have the quality.
Right, he's got a point there. And see, I also judge on how much, it can't just be those 11. If the whole defensive unit or the whole offense, that's extra points in the score. And then the losing team has to pick up the field and sweep the locker room.
All right, walk me through one of those then. Let's hear one of these award-winning ones.
Well, I know for the first one we blocked the field goal, then set up, kicked our own field goal, made it.
That's cool.
I think Jackson.
So you made that one? Y'all made it when you went?
They did last week. Close to them, they did a chicken run. Like if you go to Church Point Mardi Gras, which I know you know nothing about.
I don't.
But they had a chicken run.
But I bet somebody could show me. I need visualization, and you brought that up yourself.
I'm just trying to help you understand what kind of fun we're having. But
now look, down here too, crawfish is pretty abundant and is well spoken, and that sounds like what a lot of this going on is. Some crawfish.
Yeah, no, not crawfish. I'm just saying, again, offensively they need EDB. EDB was one time he was a actual cannon, he was a grenade launcher. He was the weapon on Drint's shoulder. They had a lot of fun, man. You've only been on one practice, and I know Thursdays are off limits for you, so you really won't be able to see these.
This dude. I even missed pork steak this past Thursday night, even thanks to sponsors Beal and Hebert, who proudly sponsor our Player of the Game ball. Beal and Hebert, Acadiana's hometown lawyers. You see how, I mean, when you mention that, you have to go in the camera and do that. Right. So here's, when do y'all have this practice that you do that?
On Thursdays.
All right, so here's one for you this Thursday.
All right.
We talked about it a little bit earlier. And if y'all don't do this, you're missing out.
All right.
The Coach Mikey time of my life dirty dancing one.
Yeah, that's a pandering pick, though. I'm not going to give those guys. These kids understand my scoring. They take cheap shots, and I give them. I grade accordingly. I don't give them any leeway. There are no favoritism. None of that. So if I'm involved, then that's cheating. And
what time do y'all do? Well, no, they don't have to. But at EDB, I mean,
like I said, EDB is literally the prop in all the offense. It's gotten old. Like we gotta find something else with him. Well, they've done. I'm trying to think of some other things they've done.
We did Indiana Jones a couple weeks ago.
Indiana Jones one that I wasn't familiar, so I gave him less points. You know, I mean, I understand the movie, but I'd never really seen the scene.
You got to remember, he's still younger than a lot, but he's older than y'all barely. But it still is an opportunity. So what's in the plans? I mean, how much do y'all work on this pre, or is it pretty spontaneous?
Usually day of.
Day of, it's there.
Start talking about it by the end of the day.
So you have to block one to be able to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of,
offensive line
I'm letting them block. Yeah, it's
Olay.
I'm not trying to have an injury on a Thursday, but again, it's really a fun moment, and it's gotten better and better as we've gone on. Early on, they were kind of like, kind of on the fence. Not on the fence, but kind of didn't know how I was going to take it. And then once they realized that I want to embrace the silliness, it's really gotten to be really fun.
Look, if anybody knows anything about embracing the silliness, my friend, it's me. So, yes, I'm loving it. And it's this Thursday?
Every Thursday is part of the
practice?
It's part of the practice.
All right. What time do y'all practice?
We're done about 4:15, so about 3 to 4:15, 4:20.
I couldn't make it.
Yeah.
I couldn't make it.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, what's some other ones, AJ? You can remember?
Why do you call them people that's always eating?
Oh, yeah, so we did like EDB was a pig, and they roasted him. They had him spinning around. Like, it really is fun, man. Like, these kids come up with some great stuff. Like, you would honestly really enjoy it.
I'm loving just talking about it and not even having to visualize any of that. So,
oh, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Wait, no, I'm not. I'm the host. I don't get to.
There was a little Couchon delay, you know.
Couchon
EDB,
Couchon delay.
Yeah, he's one of those. Yeah.
Look, and EDB's game for all of it.
He's a team player.
Look, that's there's nothing you guys ever think of, and he's just like, wait a minute, no.
Oh no, he's all in.
He's all in all the time. Look, when they write the story on this team, this is what they're going to look back on: is that Thursday afternoon field goal block.
Well, I sure hope so. You know, when they're our age and they look back on their memories, hopefully.
Our age. You see, why is Nick laughing about that? Because there's a big difference in our age.
I meant to say my, but I said when I get to be my age and then eventually, hopefully, your age one day. You know, that
is not. He's here to coach and not get the. No, that's not. Go ahead.
I'm just saying. I hope obviously they have fond memories of the Friday nights, but it's more than just that. You know, it's the locker room, like you said. It's the Thursday celebrations. It's just fun memories that you have with your best friends while you were in school, and I think it's our job as a staff to create as many positive memories as we can, and that's what it's all about. Obviously, everybody wants to win a state title. Only one team is fortunate enough to do that. But there's a lot of time spent, in a brotherhood that's been built. And, I mean, I'm a coach, and I feel like just the bond. I tell the kids this, too. This is the most fun I've had in my career in football. The winning has part to do with it, but it's the quality of kids. It's the great guys that I work with. And I'm just trying to make this thing last. But whenever we look back on this, Lane Kiffin had in his press conference saying, kind of told his team, these are kind of the good old days that we're living in right now. And I certainly feel that way personally as a coach as well as with my family. Having a child and having such a great season, I mean, we're living in some great times right now.
Look, indeed we are. So let's circle all the way back to the start of the season, or actually over the summer, when you find out that Coach Mikey's going to be your coach. And was there a certain response, and is it different today? Is it none of my business what it was back then versus what it is today? Or take me through that.
I mean, at first I was a little bit nervous.
Right.
But I met him, and I ended up calling one of my buddies who was at Catholic BR last year. And I talked to him, and he was like, he's a good guy. He's a good coach. Like, you'll be happy with him.
And
from there on out, he proved himself.
There you go. Look, it's been a lot of fun. There's no doubt. There's so much unfinished business, so much work to handle this week, getting ready and taking care of this game and letting the rest of it work itself out. Happy birthday to you. Thanks for coming on the show. I appreciate it, my man. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Guys, don't go anywhere. I'm telling you what, hadn't had this much fun since Thursday afternoon practice.
Hey, you don't even want to come today, bro. Don't even start.
Who?
You said, "Oh, you sure you want to have a show tomorrow night?" So he didn't want to come. Everybody. Yeah, I begged him to come. Doug did not want to come tonight. And now it's the most fun he's had.
I'll tell you, there are witnesses in here that asked last week, were we having a show? And I said, yes, we're having a show. Really? I didn't think we would because Coach Mikey didn't want to.
Oh, no.
And I said, okay, we'll be back right after this. You can't turn me off until I say the magic word. God. On 446 Sports. There you go.
For over 40 years, Tim's Southern Air of Acadiana has kept homes cool, safe, and running strong, day or night. From expert air conditioning services to dependable whole home generators, our certified team is always ready when you need us most. We're not just technicians, we're neighbors who care. Southern Air of Acadiana. Let us bear it. Call 337-339-9661 or visit timsac.com.
And then the next. From starter homes to forever homes, we're here for the moments that matter most. Because the best real estate experience doesn't just find you a house, it helps you build a life.
An appointment at our Lafayette or Church Point locations.
Here's your Beal and Hebert starting lineup.
Lance Beal, Turling's Catholic.
Kenny Hebert, Catholic High.
Stephen Williams, STM.
Don Connett, USL.
Alan Haney, Catholic High.
Gabrielle Romero, Sacred Heart.
Beal and Hebert, Acadiana's hometown lawyers.
And we are back to Pizza Village here on Moss Street, week 12 of the show. Man, it's been it has rolled right along this season. Been a lot of fun, and contrary to how much grief you give me, it has the grief has increased through the weeks. But I love it. I mean, that means
You've been doing something right, Doug.
Yeah, something. I just don't know what it is, but something on there. Coach got another player that we haven't spoke to this year. Tell me a little bit on.
Yeah, we got number 89, tight end Joseph Hamilton as a senior for us. Joseph's another guy kind of similar to AJ that when I met early in me getting hired, I said, Coach, I really would like to find somewhere to play. You know, he was primarily a defensive lineman. We moved him to tight end this year. He's given us some serviceable minutes. You know, he's been a part of the punt block team. He's on the extra point team. He was one that I tried to give him the 2-point that he kind of got, you know, trying to give him some love, you know. But Joseph's been a phenomenal servant leader on this team. Again, he plays on Friday nights. He's the first guy willing to step in to give a hand on a scout team. He doesn't care what position. He just wants to help the team, and he's definitely a model of what I'd like to show younger kids on what it means to be a team player and what it really means to be a rebel.
When you hear that, what does it do for you?
I'm just excited I get to play this year. I don't get all the reps, but, like, I barely played last year. Like, this is just – it's exciting to be able to play. Even getting what I do, I'm glad I get.
Look, and you know, that's the thing that I think sometimes that not all the players get. Sometimes the parents don't get. Sometimes the grandparents and the families and the friends. But every part of it is a role, and everybody's got something. And the work that you do in there on practice, getting everybody ready for it, and then taking your time out there and the kick block team and all of those. I mean, they're vital roles because if it's not getting done, then that's a kink in it, and so things happen. But what embracing that role and going to Coach Mikey at the first of this year and tell him you just want to get some minutes in and play somewhere. What was that like?
Well, I mean, it was really easy because he was a new coach, so he didn't know me. So I could,
That's great.
Good point.
That's right.
Yeah, but coming in from track,
Right.
so like I wasn't in until later. I met him, and so I got some good minutes in the spring, and it was. I played some tackle too. Like I've just been trying to get wherever I can.
You know, Doug, it's kind of unfortunate, but like Joseph kind of falls in that category that you really wish you had one more year with.
Yeah.
You know, because he's really kind of starting to come into his own. And like he said, you know, AJ actually, you know, he had the bright idea of, you're going to love this. He had the bright idea of moving to tight end. So what he does is go gets a job, and then he breaks his foot like the first week on the job. So AJ doesn't get any spring tight end reps. So then Joseph really got a lot of reps in there, you know. But like I said, Joseph's just done a great job with us. I wish we had to go have another year, to be honest with you. But Joseph's really developed and really been a big contributor. And like you said, he's happy just to play, but he's done a great job, and we're really proud of him.
Look, what do you think the biggest increase in your game has been since the move and since the first of the season to now?
Well, coming from defense, I didn't know anything about offense, so it took me a long while to learn the offense. But once I did, it kind of clicked, and I was able to, you know, like know what I was supposed to do, so I could do it in a better way, and it just got better.
But you got a lot of dudes around you too that are able to help out, and that's the one thing. I mean, your shirt you're wearing it now, the one that says "Together." That's not just some letters on a shirt. That has proven so very true with you guys.
Oh yeah, definitely. It has.
What's out of football? What do you think one of the highlights of your time at Turlings has been?
Being a senior is awesome, I have to say, compared to every other year. Just being a leader on this. I'm a part of a lot of ministry for campus ministry, and so being able to lead. We have a thing where we lead freshmen, and different ministry events, and it's been awesome.
You know, that's one of the coolest things I say. When we had the cheer team in here, and we had the nationally ranked Rebel Review. There you go. In here, they have chaplains on their squads on there too. Away from all of this, the number one thing to get out of your time here on earth, there at Turlings, is that relationship with Christ. And so what is it about Turlings that's helped you develop a closer bond with Jesus?
Well, we have a lot of good faculty that really give an example. And I think just using their example, you can see, like, who you want to be. And I just have to say, like, even leaders from when I was a freshman, like, looking at them and be like, oh, I want to be like them. And all the opportunities we have so many opportunities for different things. Like, even tomorrow we have an adore night where we have an adoration for everybody who wants to come.
Look, I just, man, this is so much bigger than football. Football's got a lot to take care of over the next 3 or 4 weeks on there. But I'm going to tell you what gets out of here when graduation's over and all that is a lot of good men and women that are going to be going out in this world. And it's because of the folks here at Turlings. And, man, that's just awesome.
Yeah, you know, we try to, you know, our school mission is to channel His Spirit for the glory of God. And, you know, I think these kids understand what a great opportunity they have to be on our campus. And the ones that take advantage and cherish it are the ones that, you know, they leave and are really good, productive members of society and really good members of the church.
It's good. And I love that that's where the focus is. Take me back to the 2-point play he was talking about.
Oh, yeah. We call it the pretzel fade.
Were all the other names taken? How did y'all come up with that?
They called it. I just called it. So I called it the Colson play, and then I called it the JL. His name is Joseph Lewis, right?
Right.
Joseph Lewis.
Yeah. Don't confuse it.
I'm asking the kid. Right. So, but we just call him JL.
Right.
So I was like, hey, we had the Colson play, so we scored touchdown 1, Colson, touchdown 2, JL play. And they call it a pretzel fade. What does that mean? I'm not quite sure. But
how did y'all come up with that?
So a senior
There's always a story.
Right.
Yeah. Well, a senior last year just started calling me Pretzel since I was a freshman. Actually, I shadowed my 8th grade year, and he called me Pretzel, and he recognized me. So I've just been Pretzel to that class above me.
I just learned that right now. So I'm glad.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So
the intriguing things you want to know, find out here Monday nights. Why pretzel? I mean, was it, there had to be something. I mean, were you always carrying around a bag of pretzels? Did you? What did he just didn't say? Hey, pretzel.
So I was shadowing.
Always a story.
Yeah, and he walks into class and he's like, I don't want to learn anybody's names. I'm gonna call you Pretzel. And they recognized me my first day freshman year, and they're like,
I was called a lot worse in high school, my friend. Just so you know. And no, I think that the pretzel fake coach. I think it's time Friday night.
Well, see,
but you can't call it out because they'll know what's coming now. We have to give it.
But I was trying too hard, I think, again against Northside. So we kind of had Joseph kind of manning the point, and I set up Alex and Cantrell like in a diagonal, and we bounced the back out, which was Logan. So in my brain, I thought everybody was going to over pursue and try to stop it, and he would just kind of sneak by, but it failed miserably, and I left AJ out to dry. And it was really a good lesson learned for me that I was tried. I got cocky because most of this.
Listen to Doug.
Once all these swinging gate plays were working, and I got a little puffy chest, and then two of them failed miserably against Northside, and I felt pretty low. So expect us just to line up and kick Friday night.
You could tell somebody else that. I see stuff coming.
I liked it. I mean, I thought I was a genius. We had sneaks with the kicker that worked. We had AJ throw it to Alex with Drake out there that worked. They all worked. The very first one failed, which was my fault also. AJ, but Colson didn't give me any help either. He didn't block the guy. AJ got. It's like this ends up happening. Colson and AJ, they either don't do it right or I give them a bad end of the deal. So. But the first one against Appaloosas failed. The next six of them worked.
You're beginning to see the core group that probably y'all like the kids in school that need to be separated and can't sit by each other because y'all always coming up with something.
Colson, AJ can be on my side, but you and Colson can go on one side of the playground because
they'll get it figured out.
I'm trying too hard and it's not working anymore.
When you heard the play that was called, what are you thinking?
Oh, I was so nervous, but I was ready for that. I wanted to get open. I just couldn't. Yeah, guy was on top.
But the bad thing, I tried too hard. If we were to just snap it and throw it to Logan, I think Logan walks in.
Right.
I overthought it too much. I thought we should have set it up that one, and the next time give it the pretzel fade. But you live and you learn, and end of the day the Rebels won, and it's fine. But I was kicking myself pretty hard because if Colson just throws the ball, that's weird. That's 2 weeks ago. We need to move on.
No, we don't. This is great. Pretzel fade on two. Ready?
Bonneville on Friday. Let's go.
That's right. We'll be back. We'll talk about Bonneville. Pretzel, thank you for stopping by. Is that okay? Do they still call you that? Or I don't want to be the only one that does.
They brought it back this year a little
Did
bit.
they?
But
all right, look, it's cool. What do you prefer?
I don't really
Probably
prefer
not pretzel.
Yeah.
No, but I tell you, JL?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with that.
JL.
Is that your cake they're getting into?
No, that's Jude's birthday.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Is that?
That's Jude. No, but we do it for guys like Joseph. Guys that, they might not see every snap of the game, but the role that they have, they embrace it. They embrace teamwork. They embrace being part of a program. I couldn't be more proud. I think the coaches couldn't be more proud of guys like Joseph Hamilton that make Team 68 and make the Together movement what it is. And I'm really appreciative, Joseph, and you've been awesome, and I'm really proud of you, buddy.
Thank you, Coach.
Indeed, he has. Congratulations on a tremendous run here, and looking forward to a lot of big work for the rest of the way from you.
Yes, sir.
There you go, guys. We'll be back for our final segment of the night. When we come back, we'll get she's over there. She's ready. I see that cracker in hand, and it's time to go. We'll be back. That's as bad as muting. So, anyway, Coach, we'll be back right after this on the Michael Courville Show on 446 Sports.
At Guillory Chiropractic, we offer a variety of services to help you feel your best. From chiropractic adjustments for back pain relief to prenatal care during pregnancy, our team is dedicated to providing personalized treatment plans. We also specialize in sports injury rehabilitation and can assist with post-accident recovery. Whether it's routine checkups or specialized care, Guillory Chiropractic has the expertise and compassion you need to achieve optimal health. Contact us today to schedule an appointment at our Lafayette or Church Point locations.
Here's your Beal and Hebert starting lineup.
Lance Beal, Turlings Catholic.
Kenny Hebert, Catholic High.
Stephen Williams, STM.
Don Connett, USL.
Alan Haney, Catholic High.
Gabrielle Romero, Sacred Heart.
Beal and Hebert, Acadiana's hometown lawyers.
Comes to play.
And we're back, final segment. Our buddy's here. Hey,
Mr. Doug.
How are you doing?
Say
Little Miss Amelia joined us.
Yeah, it's our 8th month birthday today. We're two-thirds away to a year, so we're excited.
But she can't have no cookie
Nope,
cake.
not quite yet. Almost there.
It's coming soon.
Yep.
Very, very soon. She like, who is this guy that you always make us talk to? Coach, it's been a tremendous season. A lot of work to do. We got everything in front of you, all the goals that you guys have wanted. You've went about it, and there's not been a bit of luck in any of this. You guys have went out and earned and battled and fought and persevered and went through some injuries, recovered from those, and had some changes. Man, just in a nutshell, let's look at it again real quick.
And just for it, being my first year back in the program, first year as a head coach, you can't ask for much more. Us going undefeated in the regular season, setting ourselves up home field, a 2 seed in Division I, which is extremely tough to do. I mean, it's just been a complete group effort from everyone involved in the program, from Coach Bard and Coach Mike to all the assistant coaches to every single kid in the program to Mr. Ricky and Miss Brittany, our student trainers, our faculty, our staff, Coach Jed, Coach Hines. I mean, it's really just been a complete, together it's really been a true thing. It's paid dividends,
And toughness.
Toughness. I know you missed.
I did.
Reading is tough.
That's right.
And I mean, also goes back really and truly, and parents can make or break your program, and we've had an outstanding group of parents that have been completely supportive of me since day one, and that's made it easier. It's nice whenever you say something to the kids, but when they go home, they're getting the same message, and it's just like I said, it's literally it's everybody all pulling in the same direction, and it's. I can't say how blessed I am to be in the position that I am and where our program's at, and it's taken a lot of hard work, and now all we can do is just keep earning another week.
And you're right. That is, you're guaranteed 10 weeks. Now you're guaranteed this week.
Right.
Is all that you're guaranteed. And I think there's a mindset, and we talked about it a little bit when JL was here, of just everybody knows her. Nobody on defense tries to do too much. Nobody in the offense tries to do anybody else's job. I think the success has been bought in with the discipline that's been there. And discipline, not only, not the penalties, not any of that, but I'm just talking about knowing their roles and doing what their need, what they're called on to do.
Right. And I kind of go back to that 2019 LSU season and remember Coach O making a big point about how it was one of the best character teams he had. And,
right.
I mean, Doug, we really deal with minimal problems. Like I've been very fortunate, in the role that I'm in, that we don't have a lot of selfish problems. We don't have people missing practice. We don't have people skipping. We don't have anybody getting in trouble really at school or on the weekends. Like it's been a lot easier to focus solely on football when our kids do everything right, off the field. So it's just been. I don't know any more positive words to say it. It's just been really, really fortunate, and there's a lot of things that have made us, where we're at. And I definitely think the character and the discipline of these kids with us, also with their parents, outside of here, and their commitment to one another and their commitment on doing the right things has really paid dividends for us.
You know, you bring up character on there, and Nick and I have done a number of shows with a number of different schools and coaches and that, and the words are the same when it's that one or two kids, 2 or 3 kids, they're special, they're high character kids.
Right.
And you got a team full of those high character kids. As I told you, it is no secret to you, everybody that's been on the show with us so far this season, you know, there's not been a low football IQ on there. And that's where it makes a difference when you and Coach Mike and Coach Bart are not having to be out on the field. I mean, you've got a lot of coaches on the field, and that makes all the difference.
Yeah, we just have kids that you know, they want to do the right things, you know, and it's just we're very fortunate, again, to go back to how they're raised from their parents and their grandparents and whoever the case may be. Just kind, good-hearted kids that listen, they care, they want to be successful. They're willing to sacrifice to have it. And you know, when you have coaches who work really hard, you got great play callers, you got guys that it really means a lot to. You know, good things are bound to happen, and I think that all has been a big part of the season for us.
Absolutely, it has, and all of the work that you guys have done throughout the season has paid off. The group that's been out here each and every week has done a fantastic job. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the support that you've given us. Looking forward to being back next week here with a Beal and Hebert game ball and our Southern Air Cool play of the game and our lineman of the week. We'll talk about all of that next week. As a reminder, game is at 7 p.m. this Friday is a home game. Pre-game will go on about 6:30 for the live side of it. I think the other guys start their show at 6 o'clock if you're listening there. But as always, we remind you, don't watch our show. Get your tails out there to Rebel Stadium and go out and support these guys because they have worked hard all season long, and you owe it to them to get out there and watch them. Coach, it's going to put a wrap on tonight. Thank you for taking time out. Even if you didn't want to come out here tonight, I appreciate you coming back out here. That's enough. You don't have to get
No,
in it.
man, I just, you know, Doug, I mean, in all seriousness, no, I just want to keep earning another Monday night here. You know,
that's right.
It's been an incredible season. I know I speak for everybody that I'm not ready for it to end. I want to earn another one this Friday night. I want to keep coaching these kids, and
absolutely,
I want to keep, you know, striving for what we want to strive to get.
1,000%. No doubt about it. This group is going to go out here. Guys over here, keep up the good work. You are killing it, without a doubt. Somebody that goes, I know there's a parent or somebody that goes to practices. There's got to be. I need somebody that Thursday thing. I need to see that. I can neither confirm nor deny that it can make it on the show.
My dad comes about every day, and we got Big J, Jerry Johnson, the Maha grandfather. I don't trust either one to record this for you. We do have the huddle camera. I can talk to Coach Bart. Maybe we can get something there for you. But I've known my dad every day for 30 years. He's not the best cameraman with a video, so I'll work on it for you. But Big J, I got you, buddy.
He's the reason I stream as much football as I do, is your dad.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves it.
That's my man there. Guys, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock. Get out to Rebel Stadium early. Get you a spot out there. It's going to be a big one as Bonneville comes into town in the regional round of it. For Coach Mikey, I am Doug Gann. God bless you all, and good night.